Welcome to the Streams of the Universe channel. I'm Anna. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and for supporting and helping this channel. I am deeply grateful to you. Today, we will do a reading about fate, about your life. Who or what will change your life? Who or what will somehow influence your destiny? So let's see. Will circumstances influence you, or will certain people have an impact? That's how I would put it, yes. Something fateful, something that has a strong influence on your life. Let's see. First, we'll do your signification. Also within the framework of this question, so it's clear whether it's about you or not. It's a general reading, so see if it resonates with you. So, let's take a look at you. Well, a great card came up, one of sincere emotions and joy. Maybe it's joy related to your children. Princess of Cups. Well, in any case, we're looking at you. You are a sincere person, someone who knows how to feel joy, at least for your children. Yes. So most likely you are filled with such energies that, of course, you look younger than your age, and you've heard this more than once. This is something I can say for sure. Maybe it's just that your soul remains so young, you don't grumble like an old lady, right? Your soul is young, maybe it's still that light of the soul. Sometimes you even see it, right? You look at a person, and even though you can tell they're older, their face is bright. It's glowing with some kind of light. It means their soul is young. There's a smile on their face. They're thinking about something good. Well, those kinds of sincere emotions, People can feel that you are a sincere person. Well, at least today. Yes, today this is your signification. Maybe your children are making you happy today, or you are sincerely making them happy. Oh, the children's card just came up too. Well, either you have kept your inner child, gentle, sincere, emotional, or you haven't lost that part of yourself. You just haven't lost it. In fact, that's exactly what brings you the most love from the outside world. This card also represents creativity, even if you don't have children. No, right? This is a general reading. A lot of people are watching. So this card is from the past. And it throws us back into the past again. First, I can say right away, since the question of who or what influenced your life is so interesting. First of all, you yourself, that's one. That's 100%. Your creative, sincere energy. And if you have children, then your children have influenced you a lot. And they influenced you in a good way. And you, of course, have influenced them as well. But actually, this is a card of creativity. And if such cards have come up, it means that since childhood, you, as a child, have influenced your parents. And in a very, very fateful way. I wanted to find out in this reading who or what will influence your life, your destiny. But I'm being shown you since childhood. This is literally a card of children, of childhood. And you are so, well, like a child, who doesn't stay upset for long. Just like children, right? Terrible things can happen to children too. And in childhood, it all seems like a nightmare. Wisdom only comes with age, but everyone has emotions, right? So how do you deal with it? How do you get through it? It's like you... Okay, let's say as if, well, I want to say you didn't spread your tail like a peacock here. While you were gaining your wisdom, you still kept this kind of childlike glow, a creative glow. To help your parents, I don't know, or to quickly forget an offense. Yes, at the same time, you were also gaining wisdom. Yes, over the years. You're not a child now. I don't think a child is actually watching me. Still, most of the time, it's a middle-aged woman who comes to the channel, like the majority. And, well, age-wise, it goes back and forth. It just started right from the children's map. So that means children, the birth of children, after all. Or maybe some kind of creativity had a strong influence on you. Maybe you still love some pretty little things. Pretty things, decorating something. Maybe doing some creative activities with children. I don't know, drawing, well, in general. Very, very. But at the same time, you knew how to plan. To plan something in society, to keep your word. And not to become childish, I guess. Something like that. To keep your word. They show you as having a pure soul. In partnership, a pure soul since childhood. If you made a promise, you always kept your word. A pure soul. In general, somehow you managed to do it. The magician card came up for you. Maybe you gave someone emotional support, but this card of responsibility still falls on you. Somehow, yes, I started reading something since childhood. Yes, you influenced your parents at first. You really carried some responsibility. But again, if with your soul, look here. If you understood with your soul that it was very important, no matter how much you lied, yes. If it was very important, you did it. Here I can do it. And likely still with the Two of Cups. You understood. It's about sensing what the other person wants. Maybe you didn't even ask. I have this feeling that maybe you didn't really ask much, but rather just felt what other people wanted. Who influenced your life in general? You yourself very much. Your children, your parents. Was there anyone among your parents who held a high position, higher? Some kind of status, higher than the environment you lived in? Well, it could be your dad, mom, grandmother, grandfather, but just someone. Like a kind of leader. Well, not necessarily a leader, but a person who could handle things, who managed, who could cope. For some reason, they're showing you from childhood right away. This is your environment, like a map. Yes, your environment. And this is the map of partnership. So you took from this person the strength to cope in the material world. I don't know. Maybe we gradually learned something from him, specifically how to do things in the material world, to keep our word, to actually do something. But emotions, that's yours. That's really yours. This creativity, genuine emotions, truly understanding and reading people on an emotional level. You, just like your children, by the way, you're a very good mother if you have children. Well, because we're talking about experience here, after all, this is about signification. So you could, like intuition, whether the child is hungry or teething, or just uncomfortable, too hot, too cold, or has a fever. It's like you just knew. I could feel it. Well, was there someone in your community, someone you learned from, how to handle the material world? You know what I mean? So, of course, in your childhood, people might have put some difficult goals or tasks on you, but I would say that you seem to feel with your soul who needed help. That's how I would put it. Maybe someone did put things on you. I mostly sense a magical energy, as I mentioned. It's not a coincidence the magician card appeared for you. I feel it and sense a partner nearby. Pure feelings can't be fooled. You sense who is upset or needs help, even if they stay silent. So, who are you? The Princess of Coins comes up again. A caring person. You always care about material things, and it's been like that since childhood. You have a very strong earth element. It's like magic, look. You're a very good partner. You can sense other people, and you have a strong earth element of caring, meaning if someone feels bad, you'll take care of them. If the earth feels bad, you can really sense it. Why is the plant wilting and something is missing there? You don't even need to talk to you about it. There are animals and plants, right? It's like you just know what they need, how to feed them, or give them something extra. Yes, you can, really you can. You have some kind of light in you. And with the earth element, it's like someone among people who handled certain tasks. Either this person held some kind of position, like a status in the family, a bigger one, or, well, they just managed to deal with some difficulties. It's like you were counting, that's how I'll put it. See, it's standing here. I was sensing some kind of bright energy from there. Well, first of all, you can count from the DNA level. All our talents are recorded on the DNA spiral. And all the negative talents are there too. Basically, these are tools, yes, but how to use this talent is up to the person themselves. So there are two sides to a talent. And you were actually counting here. Maybe intuitively, you were counting. And it came easily to you. Well, I don't know. Even if it's a man, then you were good at some masculine things. For example, dealing with the material world, like repairing things. Well, things you can touch with your hands. If it's some kind of feminine talent, or maybe you were counting from both sides, yes, from the DNA level. Your grandmother was good at it, like, I don't know, growing herbs and grass, gardening, things like that. You just picked it up, and you were good at those kinds of things. Plus, you have intuition. So maybe someone else was doing things using their mind or relying on experience from their ancestors. But you also had intuition on top of that, right? Like I said, you had some kind of talent that you just picked up, but it was something material, and then you added your intuition to it. Intuition became part of that talent. What else will they say? Four of Wands. That you really love to read. The cards say you loved to read as a child, and you probably still love reading now. But this magical card is the first major arcana. You can read streaming information just like many astrologers do. It's based on knowledge. You just need to learn, I would say. But if you've studied some technique, well, some kind of growth. Reading from books, fortune-telling with books, reading signs, numerology, astrology. The second one is also a system. You see, there are numbers here, energies, and even glyphs of the arcana. Basically, what else do I have here? The cards just speak. You sincerely and joyfully love interacting with society. Society influences you. Yes, it does influence you. Yes, it does. And it has influenced you since childhood. According to the Four of Wands, you've loved planning celebrations since childhood. To make people happy. Maybe there wasn't enough of a festive feeling in your family. You might have read about it, or even seen how it happens with others. With those you interacted with here, yes, you saw how interesting it is for others. And with great enthusiasm, You organized celebrations for your beloved community. Well, let's look from here. Who or what? Who are you now? And who or what has influenced your life? Oh, betrayal of the community. I'm lying, girls. Society has seen many exciting changes. Sorry, I thought it was a 5. I'm not wearing my glasses. That's the 6 of Swords. She's just saying, since childhood, you've been changing things, improving things in society. But what made you do it again was that feeling of anxiety. If you take other decks, the 6 of Swords means change. Swords are always sharp cards. Out of all the sword cards, the 6 is the best. Although in general, sword cards are sharp, painful cards. And with the 6 of Swords, these are painful emotions. Exactly, painful emotions. Maybe it was caused by the plans of some people in society. Well, at first, probably parents. Maybe someone else. Children. Painful planning for children. It would be better for them, for example, to live in the city, or, on the contrary, in the countryside. They need to move. Moves, changes. You were constantly making changes because you were worried. And if you were little, these changes too, some kind of transformations in society that you liked, also affected you very much. You were always drawing conclusions. Something very serious. The 10 of Coins appeared reversed. Oh, well, here the family could have the 10 of Coins. Let's say your parents had to earn more, right? You might have worried and started working earlier, helping out with something. Some plans. Look, the 10 of Coins came up reversed. Or, for example, some kind of family structure was disrupted. For instance, the parents separated, got divorced, moved apart, or maybe brothers or sisters left somewhere. It's like the family structure changes, right? And you immediately start making plans, clear plans. And you managed. According to the Magician card, you managed, yes, by taking care of things. Well, little by little, you somehow don't realize your own magical energy. You say, well, I'm like the Princess of Pentacles. I did a little bit. No, it's not a little. It's a lot, yes, little by little. Who are you now? Well, you remain the same person who loves celebrations. You immediately feel better when there are joyful people around you. I don't know. This card is also about work. Maybe you also like to bring some beauty and cleanliness to your workplace so that, I don't know, people feel happy and then you immediately feel better too. Here you can allow yourself to relax a little, unwind, and do the things you love. And it's the same story at home. You tidy things up, make it beautiful, and no one is stressed about it. You somehow calm this person, see? The 10 of Pentacles is reversed, and you've had these plans in mind since childhood. Well, you're still the same now. You look young. Many people still don't appreciate. They underestimate your ability to understand. To plan something and make it happen. Because it seems like such a small thing. It seems small to you too. Well, it could even be something big here. Oh, and here it is. The 5 of Swords. You can comfort people, those who have gone through painful. The 5 of Swords. Something external, like a knife in the back. Look at how you can comfort a person. So, with you, it affected you too. You went through it and managed to cope. Like you trusted someone, I don't know. And then it felt like a knife in the back. Such surprises, painful surprises. But even worse, This is actually a scary card, the Five of Swords. You came across calculating people, really calculating people who deliberately convinced you that everything would be fine. These are partners under the card of partners, yes. And then it was like a stab in the back. You didn't expect it at all, or they just lied, deliberately lied. Maybe they didn't do something, deceived you, I don't know, in some way. But it's calculated. What makes this card dangerous is that it's calculated. To win, to get something for themselves. So what? You can handle people like that. You handled it, and to those people you see as pure, pure. Now you can help them. Yes, somehow dealing with some calculated betrayals. I don't know, maybe also with blows of fate. Oh, the tower is reversed. Stress and crisis. Who are you? Two major arcana, the magician and the reversed tower. Who are you now? The person who can handle any crisis. And you definitely have handled them. Well, here the card shows that changes, they could have been happening since childhood. Maybe even a fire in the house. Here, the tower is burning. Well, for adults, yes, probably. If we read it from childhood, then the tower usually means adults who have certain rules. Well, parents, grandmothers, grandfathers, those you communicated with. Yes, maybe they had some kind of fire in their minds. Everything was falling apart, I don't know. Loss of a job, loss of health, or something else. It really shows. You managed. You are a magician. You can do it. And now, as a partner, maybe, I don't know, you studied some story here. Well, the tower is, first of all, about putting your mind in order. The tower is about knowing the laws and rules that, damn, can change like a crisis. I wouldn't be surprised if you've lived through... I'm definitely being watched by adults who have most likely lived through some serious national crisis. Excuse me, but we're going through one now too. I doubt anyone watching me here is 10 years old, right? Most likely, you also experienced the 90s here. That was a wild crisis too. Or maybe you're a bit younger. You might have lived through the time when people lost all their money. That default, something like that. Because the tower also represents laws. The laws collapsed. Some kind of authority collapsed. Naturally, this affected your close circle, the people you love. Yes, it was a stab in the back, a calculated one. Someone was planning it, and everything collapsed for us. Yes, everything collapsed for us. And I understand people like that. That's how they show you. But you managed. You got through it, and what helped you get through? Did you consider it some kind of material gift, you know? Like making something great out of something small, I don't know? To grow some plants, then make great preserves from them, and then the whole family is well fed all winter. Yeah, well, here the tower can also represent real estate. Maybe it means you had to move. This card here is very, especially next to the reverse tower. Some thoughtful people still remained here, who really, they gave you crises. Losing someone from your family can also be a blow to your health, and you experienced that too. 4. You clearly know how to stay comfortable. Well, there were crises here, in general. You learned to always stay in your comfort zone anyway, or to give your comfort zone to someone else. Restoring everything immediately isn't possible. It's still the Four of Pentacles. You probably also learned how to save money, to create a safety cushion, to build up reserves. You know, back in those times when I say you probably went through something like that, you learned how to stock up. At first, it was just basic goods, Then later it was money or reserves of something else, like a little hamster or a squirrel. You could, yes, because you learned from someone, you figured out some tricks, ways to save money, to make things with your own hands. I don't think you have so many crises now. You've already been through it. You're always watching some partners. Well, first of all, you watch so that no one stabs you in the back again. And at the same time, you keep an eye on those you love. That's pure love. That's how it started here, so that some kind of crisis wouldn't hit them. Because here, you are getting crises even from your loved ones. And the tower, it can mean a lot of things, from the state to family. Ah, here they are, right here. There were some changes in the family that were very emotional. Structures and rules were changing in life, and here it was really a crisis. Well, for example, if it's about health, you had to live differently, get used to a new body. It's impossible to fully recover. You have to adapt. It's easier to live in your comfort zone. Yes, there was something that couldn't be restored. Maybe the breakup of a family couldn't be fixed. Well, the tower. Like a sudden betrayal, as if someone died unexpectedly. And, not just when someone is sick and you expect them to die, but something unexpected, some kind of catastrophe happened. I don't know. You've learned to maintain a comfort zone for others as well. So that means you, you have had a very strong impact on your own life and on the lives of your loved ones. A very strong impact. Some people might even be working now as, like a crisis manager. In some field, as a crisis manager. Well, I don't know. Either you help someone get their head straight, or you do property repairs, fix crises, repair things, restore something. You restore something for someone, maybe a psychologist. You restore, well, look, you can also restore something physically, right? Maybe you do massages, I don't know. Or you restore some kind of beauty, comfort. People start to feel more comfortable. Or you might work directly with real estate. Well, you work with some kind of crises, I don't know. Everything is falling apart. Nothing is going right for people, and they might come to you. Okay, please fix it. But in what way? Maybe as a psychologist, I'll explain everything. You'll understand how to overcome this crisis. Like you help people get their heads straight. People take care of themselves? Yes. Maybe you give someone guidance. Or maybe you come somewhere and do things with your own hands. Or maybe people come to you, I don't know. And you just go. Everything slowly falls into place. Well, into the comfort zone, let's put it that way. Into something more comfortable. Because the Four of Pentacles can also mean real estate. Well, you can definitely live comfortably at home. Even if you live with family, they feel comfortable there too. It's tough to combine everything, right? One person likes one thing, another something else. Everyone's different. Some wake up early, others late. Yes. But it's like you can create a comfort zone with certain rules, of course, yes. So, let's read. Having children had a great impact on you, even if you think the changes were very stressful and you had to separate, sometimes move apart, break up. No, it's really, I don't know, the birth of children. If you had that, it's just perfect. There were people around you. Some of them were just cool. Maybe you really had a magical gift, a magician. Well, for example, some grandmother knew spells, she would recite them. And suddenly, comfort would come. Some herbs or something? Yes, look. Did you inherit it through your DNA, or did you subconsciously pick it up from someone and now can do it too? This talent, you've had it since childhood. I don't know if you got it from someone or not, but you've had it since you were a child. To sense, to anticipate danger, by the way, to anticipate danger, to sense a stab in the back. You know, maybe even to read the weather, because it's something from outside, to sense the approach of danger from the outside. Moderation. This allows you to be a guardian angel for your partners. So, I decided to watch one more. First of all, you learn to restrain yourself from people who are figuring out how to hurt you. Moderation. Yes. Now you don't communicate with such people. You interact with them moderately, or very moderately. You don't reveal any secrets? Yes. Maybe you have money, like a whole basin of it. Well, here, there are apples in the basin. You have some kind of partner. You can say something to them in moderation. You won't reveal everything, because people have deceived you before. Seriously, let's invest everything. There will be 10 times more, right? There's some moderation here, because... And now you're more careful even with your loved ones. Don't put everything in one basket. Don't spend it all at once, or eat it all at once. I don't know. For example, here a mother and daughter are standing, and she says, "Let's not use up this whole bowl. We need to save some for the future, for jam. Or we'll dry some, make something. Let's take just 3 apples from here. That'll be healthier." Moderation, yes. Here the coins are actually upside down. Either they lost a lot of money, I would say, and then felt a big shortage, and the same could have happened in the family too. Is this happening now? If you have some kind of shortage now, it's not as big of a crisis as it was before. It's not like that. You've had worse times. Now, if you already have plans, you're moving forward slowly, steadily, according to your plans. If one of the children goes somewhere, yes, like, changes, look, we're still reading now, right? Some changes might still be exciting, but not exactly crisis level, you know? I don't see that. You had more before, but you've already dealt with it. Maybe you dealt with it recently? That's the only thing, since it's showing up now. Why since childhood? I want to take a different deck. So, it means that deceivers had a strong influence on you, and the deceptions were very clever indeed, because here, people planned it out. This is when things are thought through. It's not just something that happened by accident, like, I didn't mean to, it just happened, I didn't even know. But in reality, they really planned it out. Maybe it's something that's in the family, or was in the family, I would say. Unless, that's the question that bothers me. Maybe it's happening now, or maybe it's already happened. Well, look, they show that you know how to get through things in moderation, even if there's some lack of money right now, or someone left, moved. Some changes started in the family, switched to another job, moved to a different place of residence. Yes, there is a shortage, but you're moving forward little by little. Look, this is the slowest card, and this is the slowest card. You are moving forward gradually. Towards harmony, that is. What are they showing me here? Is this happening right now or something? Some kind of financial shortage. Maybe you spent money, spent it on someone. Well, for example, here is a mother with her daughter, but it doesn't matter with whom, right? With a partner. But you spent moderately. You didn't spend everything at once. Yes, there may be a shortage, but not everything is. It's like that tower over there, losing the whole structure. Boom. Let's reveal this. Again, they're showing you as a very cheerful person right now. Oh, look, right now. Protection, you are under protection, and that makes you happy. It's just pure joy. Joy that you've either protected your children or protected yourself, that you've done something, and you plan to keep going that way. Moderately, really, little by little. But that's good, because being moderate won't let this crisis, look, it's the 14th arcana, and the next, the 15th, is dependence on excess. She took out a huge loan or spent all the money at once, and then we enter a crisis. The 16th. The 14th turns into the 15th. Dependence. I want a lot of things at once. The temptation is strong. I want everything right away, and then we end up in a crisis. But you can handle crises. Look, you have protection. That's why you have so much joy. See, you feel that you are already protected, that you have defended yourself. It's an emotion. Yes, you really feel it. And you always feel it with your emotions, that if you take too much from somewhere, you need to replenish it. If I don't replenish, yes, like I took money from this bowl, I don't know, money or health. I took too much lifetime from this bowl. I urgently need plans. I need to replenish, 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 replenish. For example, I didn't sleep at work. I did something excessively. I need to get some sleep, replenish, and everything will be harmonious again. I took a loan and need to replenish it. I had a fight with my loved one. My plans are to replenish good emotions. Yes. Well, so you don't become dependent, because here your partners are falling out, and you see how it is. Either the partner has become immoderate. You need to manage your emotions gradually. Well, here it's all planned out for the better, slowly, moderately. You need to deal with the crisis to be in your comfort zone. That's how it goes here as well. So what do we have here? Luck. They're showing you, yes, some changes. First of all, you helped yourself, and someone helped you see luck more clearly somewhere. Luck. You realize that you can't put things off for later. You really can't put this off for later. It's also called a penny. A penny saves $1. 1 hour of health saves. 1 hour of relaxation saves your whole health. Or, on the other hand, 1 hour of exercise will give, well, it depends on what's here, right? Some changes. It's like you can't put something off, right? You can't put off dealing with dirt somewhere. Or you can't put off telling your loved ones, I love you. Sincere emotions. Yes, you have to say it at the right time too, or it will pile up. Okay, let's bring it here. There seems to be a shortage right now. An unexpected little gift. Well, this card is a gift. Yes, you sensed with your gift that something was approaching. Maybe big expenses are coming. It's like you knew in advance. Financial expenses are approaching. That's your gift. It also brings you big problems. Sometimes it just gets scary, not knowing what to do. Well, you know in advance that you can't put things off. You need to start preparing now. See, in this deck, there's a scary clown gift, right? You knew for sure that some problem was approaching. That's why you spent money. Maybe someone from the family was supposed to leave. Well, you either planned something here in advance, or you started doing it quite a while ago. Well, quite a while ago. I had some free time. Well, because here it is. This gift you were born with. Of course, this gift is a little scary. To sense disasters, to sense people's malice, to sense aggression, problems. But still, this gift helps. Damn, ahead of time. What kind of gift is this? Oh, catharsis emotions. The higher powers? This is another gift from the higher powers. It brings you luck, even though it causes a huge storm of emotions in you. And fears. And all sorts of things. You know, if you don't do anything with this gift, for example, I feel that the family is falling apart. I feel that everything will go wrong. I feel that they're... Well then, yes, this gift. Well, you can see that you were right. And yes, everything fell apart. And everything became scary. And I lost my job and everything else. The Ten of Pentacles means it's about family or money. Some people's health will collapse. And if you do nothing, you'll just see that your intuition was right. And you'll end up in a really bad spot. And if it's a gift from higher powers, because this little clover leaf, it seems like such a small gift, but honestly, it's really exciting. It's easy to get overwhelmed by these emotions and worries. And they can last for a long time. Well, I guess I should say it's been like this since childhood. So any problem can. Well, it's like being a guardian angel for yourself and for others. Well, for example, someone is planning to take all your money or your loved one's money, and you sense it in advance. Emotions like this. You'll be drowning, you'll be drowning. You'll be searching for answers, checking everything, you know? But it's dangerous to go to extremes here. To go to extremes, like suspecting everyone, for example. Then, you know, life will be really hard. But you've learned how to tone it down somehow. Maybe you had a period when you went to some extremes, because this gift, well, those are the kinds of dangers. People might think you're dangerous or something like that. There were probably some emotional excesses. But now I see your emotions are protected. They bring celebration and joy. You've learned how to protect yourself somehow. And now you seem to be worried about your loved ones. Well, then you protect your loved ones, yes, and they really feel a sense of celebration. Well, probably the children more. Or maybe joy in earning money. You protect, yes. Maybe you have some negative emotions, that it's hard to work, I don't know. Maybe you found a better job where there's more joy. Well, money. Maybe you have a lack of it. It all starts with emotions. So who are you now? Who are you now? Strength of spirit. You can generally control your emotions somewhat. Intense emotions can also be dangerous. When you cross into excess, you can get so nervous, warning someone that something bad might happen, that you end up hurting that person. I told you, right? Well, you now have strong spiritual power. Anticipate in advance. If you feel a twinge somewhere, if something feels off, you're already like, oh, I know, and you go and handle it. You deal with well, this is also a card of health. Or maybe there were some very strong people around you. You can somehow tame them. And you see it in advance. They mirror you. By the way, people come to you from the world of the dead. They mirror you. They pass their strength to you. You look at yourself. Now you ask yourself questions. Here, a girl is looking in the mirror, like, so why did you get nervous again, right? What is your strength? Come on, don't force yourself, right? Or who is forcing me here? Or maybe some situation is forcing me, right? What can I do about it? Put up some protection, maybe magical, or deal with some situation. That will protect me. Well, maybe not completely, but you easily give yourself a comfort zone here, little by little, and it comes easily to you. You even give a comfort zone to other people. Here you understand that you are not God. As they say, not everything can be solved immediately. Yes, time is relentless and flies. We even lost track of the hours. Karmic protector. Well, in general, you are a karmic protector. It's your fate to bear this cross. In general, you protected those you sincerely love. Thank God you have learned to protect yourself. And that definitely makes you happy right now, to cope with your somewhat dangerous gift. It probably even scared you at some point. For example, if you struggle with addiction or lack moderation, your gift can easily become excessive if you're not careful. In childhood, it became excessive. For instance, too much worrying led to psychosomatic problems. Excess. I just can't help myself. Buying, eating, giving gifts to loved ones. Always some kind of excess or hyperactivity. When it's just, well, emotions, well, I can't hold them back. I can't hold back. I need it. Or I got so worked up that, I don't know, I started drinking and smoking, yes. And then and you can see in advance that this will kill you. And if you don't do anything, don't tone it down, you know for sure. I'm killing myself. And you start to suffer guilt and loss of control. I can't protect myself, so I blame myself, which makes things worse. Do you see what's happening? And again, you can lose control even more, and it can become really extreme. But now, look, moderation. You've learned to moderate. Basically, you've learned to handle a certain gift that can save you and your loved ones. And your gift had a very strong power, an influence over you. It's interesting. I have a feeling that this gift, someone in your family had it too, but someone also couldn't handle it. I don't know. They turned to alcohol, to greed, to addiction, to aggression. Emotions, yes, such wild emotions can come from it. And when, for example, people try to suppress them with something, with alcohol, with food, with work, I don't know, with something else. So it can bring happiness, but you can also drown in it, in these wild emotions. It really affects your fate, and the fate of those people you protected. The people who protected you, by the way, as well. You had such fateful people who protected you. They mostly protected your emotions. Someone understood you more. Someone understood you. A wise person. Very resourceful in terms of fate. Someone you had was very resourceful and wise. Directly influenced. You know, you have these really extreme cases, either a really good person or just something terrible. It's like there was so little of a golden middle in your life. But now you've learned to create this comfort zone, this golden middle on your own. I think this will actually bring you high goals, achieving high goals that are close to your heart. Here is hyper. When you were transitioning, you just couldn't reach any great heights, any big goals that were truly close to your heart. And when it's moderate, yes. Well, maybe you also wanted something right away, to get it immediately, to climb to the top right away, or to attack some difficult person, like a mountain, immoderately, to yell at them, to say, You're wrong. This powerful tall person could easily crush you. You can't move them. But with some moderation, when you act calmly, with pauses, and for yourself, it seems like you can achieve any goal, even higher tasks. It touches the heart, yes, right to the heart. Or even close people, yes. Your 10 has turned upside down. Your loved ones have left, but they will still love you because you will always find a way. Calmly, moderately. You'll manage to do everything there and everything here as well. Or, for example, you can't earn money anywhere here. Or higher, yes. Well, they just don't pay anymore there, I don't know, in your city. Or you moved abroad, achieved some goal. Abroad, beyond something, to another city, another country. Or, for example, somewhere online, yes. And you started earning more in a way that feels right to you. It became easier for you. Well, yes. You were strongly influenced by very smart, thoughtful people. Maybe even cunning ones. Probably some tricksters or deceivers. People with great talent as well. Well, apparently, in a negative way. But you had this too. You really did. Those wild emotional swings where you could also go into negativity. And some very resourceful persons still helped with finances. He sparked a fire, a desire. The sage comes up, and that's all I get here. The key of wisdom. Well, a potential. He sparked you with the key of wisdom. Some kind of, well, that's a parent, grandmother, grandfather, someone older than you. Or maybe someone very experienced, I don't know. Maybe for someone it's a friend. Since some of you have the 10 of Pentacles reversed, maybe you really are left without a family, without any kind of structure. It's just that it feels like this person. Already. I don't know. I don't know. Some of you don't have this person. Or maybe it's just become easier. You don't need them anymore. Anyway, it's fine. This person also had a big influence on your life. And let's see who or what is influencing or will influence your life now. That's our question. If someone leaves you, like passing away, they feel at ease there. Their burden is gone, making things easier. They've handed over a key and now feel at peace. I'm saying this in case something like that did happen here, since it seems you're feeling a sense of lack. Or maybe an adult inspired you, for example, and now they no longer need to take responsibility for you. You earn your own money, maybe you even help this person now. An old man, some elder. Well, someone lit the fire. Look, the fire in your heart. I'm not sure. Something like that is coming through here. Who or what will change your life, your destiny, something really big like that. Let's take a look. Again, anxiety. Who or what? Well, or a woman who is very anxious. If you don't have a woman nearby who worries about you, then it's creativity, a strong desire to renew something. If you, like a mother, worry about your children, then you speak directly. More girls watch me. So, the card of creativity came up for you. And again, worry, worry. I don't like something, I need to change it. If there is a woman next to you who says, I don't like something, I need to change it, well, she will probably influence you. If there isn't one, then it's you yourself. You'll dive right into a huge creative process. There's some obstacle you don't like. Some situation seems difficult. Maybe you're already on your way there. Because look, yes, we've already asked. You've examined your gift, you've understood it, and now you can reach certain heights that are close to your heart. It became easier for you to go places and achieve certain goals. Maybe right now you're already creating something new that's close to your heart. Maybe you haven't quite achieved a big goal yet. It's still upsetting. You must push yourself all the way to the top. Here is the moon, and here it's reversed. When the moon is like this, everything new is born. If we're talking about people, it's a woman. There's no one else but you. You give birth to something from the heart. As an option, maybe you'll create something for children that's close to your heart. Well, in this case, it's more about psychological support, according to the moon at least, or even just help with nutrition. The moon provides us daily, on a regular basis, with the most important things. The most important things. The most important are, first of all, emotions, and secondly, some kind of nourishment. Something like, if, for example, a child. Well, the moon is like a mother, let's say, nourishing the child. You nourish them with something, but it's something that is absolutely essential, something that is a must. We would die without it. Here, it's just that everyone can nourish in their own way. Someone breaks their money structure and completely changes the structure of their family, right? Because we were asking about the present. And this story here can really change things a lot. You can achieve it, but again, by overcoming your own emotions. Remember, right, that you have this gift when you can lose your temper and just say to hell with everything. Nothing works out. You might go into some kind of excess or, on the contrary, hyper, yeah, everything's great. You just close your eyes to everything and sink into an illusion. Like, oh, I won't do anything. Everything's already great. It's all God's will, right? And you just drift away. God gave us freedom and the right to choose. So that we would choose, not Him. He already created everything for us according to His will. Everything possible already exists in the world. It already exists. Here is this magnificent world of matter, which is ruled by the devil, who tempts us. We can do this and that. And He gave us free will. We are grown-up children. He says, I won't decide for you. You are already a grown-up child. While you are still a very little child, your parents make decisions for you. They also live on earth by their own free will, doing as they wish and say. But your soul is already grown up, so go ahead and grow up first in your physical body. Your parents may help you or may not help you. And choose. I have already created everything, the whole world. Everything exists, everything from beginning to end. And even more can be created, an infinite amount. And then you choose. Here, choose, and karma will come from each of your choices. The law of the universe only works on the material plane. You chose this. Well, the consequences will be either positive or negative. You are a mature soul. Go ahead, be bold. Your emotions will once again have a strong influence, and through overcoming them, what can you achieve? You're already happy about something, and it seems you've climbed half this mountain. Well, managing emotions. Or maybe it's about some kind of nourishment. Maybe you need to earn something, to provide for daily expenses. You really don't want to, But how do people achieve results? You get up, you go yes to work or something else. Well, then, according to the moon, it's something necessary. Then right away, you feel calm emotionally. A celebration, a celebration. Here it is, the Four of Wands. You need to interact. By the way, interacting according to the Four of Wands could also mean dealing with some stubborn people, with authorities, or with those who can help you achieve your goal. But you'll have to overcome your real emotions. But for what? To be even happier. For example, let's say we're going to the gym. Yes, your muscles hurt. You have to make yourself go again somehow. Yes, your muscles hurt. We're also overcoming something, lifting some kind of weight, and then we become beautiful and strong. Well, you shouldn't go overboard either. But here you'll be overcoming some emotions, and it will really change your life. Let's just see. If it's a woman after all, if you have a daughter. Damn, the reversed moon, overcoming deceptions and self-deceptions. To overcome self-deceptions. I hope there won't be any magical influences here, because you got the magician and the reversed moon. And sometimes you can even jinx yourself. I'm telling you right away, even if there are no other people, you can jinx yourself. Oh, that's hard to overcome. I'll do it later. I don't believe in myself. Look, you need to overcome some kind of emotional trouble here again. Then everything here will be just right for your heart. Well, let's see. If there are any... Well, yes, there could be some deceptions. But again, if you don't put it off and check everything right away, there won't be any deceptions. On the way to achieving your goal, no one will deceive you, unless you get completely caught up emotionally in your own, oh, shoot, yes, then I'll be fighting with everyone. Well, let's say the influence of partners will be strong here again. You don't want to let them go. They're important to you. You have some prospects together to achieve some goal and something new. Yes, here. According to the Hierophant, family and traditional partners are important to you. And again, your concern for them or some traditional actions can be experienced. Oh, I can't handle this for long. No, traditionally you will manage. You just shouldn't put things off. You need to do a little bit every day, every single day. Look, your gift is to do a little bit every day, a little bit every day. According to the priest, family. Well, maybe also, I can't teach anyone. I can't learn this. The priest. I won't be able to start a family, I don't know. I won't be able to create any new traditions. It's all nonsense. It's about emotions here. Overcoming emotions on a daily basis. That's it. Overcoming emotions on a daily basis. If it's also about family, you have the influence of certain traditions. Maybe someone else's traditions can have an effect. Negative ones. Well, you have to overcome that too. Don't be fooled by traditions if they're not hurting you. But if it's something like a family of alcoholics, you know that's harmful. No matter how beloved or good they are, you shouldn't let them into your daily life. Or people who are mistaken, always living in some kind of illusions, telling you all sorts of stories. Well, I don't know. Children. Like, I have children. Something new can be born from children. There are renewals. If you move towards something new, doing something differently every day, you'll gain new traditions. Happy, good ones. That's the key to happiness. Liberation from something. By the way, it's also freedom. In the end, you'll gain freedom from some goal. You have a goal that you've most likely already started. Hold on to it, to those partners, and keep going. That's all. That's all. Exactly into something new. If you keep doing things the old way, especially under the illusion that you're doing something new, holding on tightly, nothing new will be born. The old will keep coming back. old, old, old. If I don't do things in a new way, I keep putting it off, postponing, delaying, rescheduling. I look at myself and say, yes, tomorrow, yes, starting Monday, yes, later. They say, overcome your emotions daily and try new things, and something new will result. That's it. You just hold on tightly to something, to those people or something else. That's how it is. Hold on tight, say something clearly to yourself. Well, to yourself, like I love myself this much. Yeah, even if I'm riding a turtle, even if it's slow, I feel pure emotions toward myself. New ones, new, good ones. I'm going there, going. And here you'll have a breakthrough, overcoming your own gift, hyper something. Girls, once again, you're changing your life and giving birth to a new one. Or you're changing your life and having children at a new level of development, in a new family structure. That's how it is. Then a breakthrough comes. Well, traditional things only change in a traditional way. If you keep doing things traditionally, over and over again, then, suddenly, it all builds up one day. It's like a dam as the pond fills more and more with positive emotions. Victory and recognition broke through those emotions, broke through. A new family structure or a new way of earning a living. Here, only the major arcana came up. Look at this. The Hierophant, the Fool, based on this. Yes, well, the Fool is freedom, it's the jester. To break free. By the way, it can also mean new technologies. So let's see what will influence your life the most. What will change it? Because I see you more. It doesn't matter who you're with here. It's still you. This is how you are every day, according to the moon. The moon rules water. Without water, you'll die. It's the same story if you ignore the material side. Water is material, emotions are non-material. If you don't nourish yourself with good emotions, or those to whom you give birth, life, or a creative project, they will wither quickly. Well, what kind? Please, not in illusions. What? Yes, you. I see more than anything that it's you. What will change your life? Like a little bee every day after the honey. Well, at first it's emotional honey, and then, well, the priest is traditionally what you do on earth, and that's it. And honey will be born honey, or serious earnings will come, or your children will become free in some kind of structure, and they will have enough for everything. Yes, there's some emotional discomfort here. What or who will change your life? Victory. Flowers, which also need to be watered. And this card says that you need to water them now, because the bouquet will wither. You shouldn't put it off. You need to do it now. Do it. Do it. And right here and now, you have some amazing opportunity to reach this goal. There's some kind of mountain there. You're already halfway up. You've already gained the resource. According to the Four of Wands and your emotional joy, you already sense that if you keep going, things will get even better. That's what they say. The bouquet is wilting. Do it now. Who or what will change? You can make changes here. Sunshine. Well, let's start with the fact that you're changing things anyway. Your awareness and your goal, a conscious goal, without fears, without deception, without anything like that. Yes, when you do something every day, If you look at anyone, you will be the one changing things here. Or some man will be drawn to you. Well, if you have a conscious goal and you do something for it, then it's about achieving the goal, whether it's a man or a child again. Or according to the sun, that's our goal. That little flame will keep burning. We don't let ourselves get caught up in self-deception, and we don't let others drag us into it either. We clarify everything joyfully and easily, joyfully and easily. We're burning with some idea, some goal, some victory. This will change your life. Well, the earthly world will change it. Who or what will change your life? The earthly world. What do we have? Well, the world means you can get everything, first of all, consciously, by realizing what you can get, where you can work something out. You will get all of this. Or also the earthly world. So, what kind of earthly world have we been given? At first, the first earthly world is our body. We came alone with this body, and we will leave alone with it. That is, we are one-on-one. So, well, here you are. Damn, how can I put it? Starting with nutrition, everything we drink, eat, everything we need every day. Let's not fall into illusions here, and you can receive the whole earthly world. What? Let's put it this way then. What will give you the opportunity to clarify everything? Lilia, pure intentions. That is, I don't think badly about myself or anyone else. Or maybe some specialist, a well-known, recognized expert. Self-acceptance. What will help you achieve all of this? Accepting yourself, fully acknowledging something, your fears. According to the moon, some things. That maybe somewhere you can't do something, or you're not giving enough, or you don't want to look at something. Recognition from others that some person is not pure. Dishonest, I don't know. Pursuing my goal. What will help you get it? The start of something new, a kind of happiness. External influence. Here, other people will have an impact, or like stormy clouds. It's not you anymore. Clouds always mean external influence, or being upset. Here you will need to think about it. External influence on you. Where do you get upset, or what upsets you? And completely, with honesty, admit it to yourself, acknowledge it, and tell yourself what you can do about it. I can't change others, but I can change myself, where I live, and my job. I don't know, maybe my feelings about it. What will help you? To admit, to overcome, overcoming. I'm asking here, what will help you admit and overcome? Overcoming. That's why I say, overcoming. But still, it's about these emotions. It will change your life, into happiness, into victory. Oh, and the moon falls into place. It will simply fill up, and something new will be born here. The way out of the labyrinth, and the family is reversed. Well, someone. The way out of the labyrinth, if the family is tangled up in something, yes, the family structure will become normal here. The way out of the labyrinth. Maybe someone wants to structure their family the way they like. For the family, maybe something. Maybe you have this. You, as always, worry about someone in the family, about your mom, your dad, your children. But for some reason, I see more about the children. Can parents be here? Parents can be, if they're far away. Probably. Don't even worry about your parents here. Everything will be fine here. This is a help card. You can't help with everything. Sometimes you just have to accept things. You can't help with everything. I don't know. It's a financial temptation. I'm just referring to the parents, just in case. You know how it is here? Emotional nourishment should be provided on a daily basis if you want to help your parents. You know, to nurture them with something essential that can't be done without. You may be tempted to do more, but you shouldn't. So, if you love someone, you might go overboard. But you shouldn't do that here. There should be respect, sufficiency, and some moderation. The temptation could also be financial. Well, I just hope your parents are normal. More often, children show that the family structure is changing. Maybe the family structure is changing for you. It's like getting out of a maze where the family structure is kind of unstable. Well, in your opinion, based on how you feel. Because honestly, each of us has different emotions. Some people are happy that their whole family lives all over the world. That's how it is for me, for example. And I'm fine with it, right? But for someone else, everyone needs to be close by. And only then does it feel right. You see what I mean? For example, I can even live apart from my husband. Across the ocean. We called, talked, shared everything, and it's all fine. You know, I'm like the wife of a long-distance captain. Some men wouldn't want a wife like me at all, especially with my worldview. They'd call me a strange lady, right? Right. But for us, thank God, everything is fine in that regard. I'm happy, and everyone else is happy too. That's what I believe. Otherwise, everything would have fallen apart long ago. So what else? What or who? Oh, by the way, if you ever get tempted, look, it'll be with Mom. She'll be asking for a lot of money. Don't. Only for the essentials. Because we often have this with food. Give more. Don't. It will help you get out of the maze, basically. You never know, maybe someone else too? Okay. Who or what will influence your life, your destiny right now? Let's find out. A respected, resourceful person. Wow, some tough guy is coming. Such a stubborn person, always pulling his resources somewhere, pulling and pulling, somewhere out there. A resourceful person, sacred, I mean, even a respected person. Respected. Doesn't stop. From society, from the park. Park, society. Maybe even through the internet. Keeps pushing his own agenda. In short, some kind of sacred bug. There he is, not paying attention. He's pulling his resource somewhere. Pulling, 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 pulling. And because of that, he's respected. Respected by society. Help! Here, another person will influence you. I don't see it yet. Who? What will this person give you? Irida, a message about a dream fulfilled. Or a message about how your dream can come true. Conversations. Irida, she delivers information. Someone might bring information from this person, or he might give you some information that will later help your dream come true. Well, this is some good information. This information might give you some rest later. Again, if you use this information, because Irida always brings information to calm you down. Here is some respected person from the community. How will this person influence you? A star. This person is clearly famous and respected and will inspire some talent in you, which is on a routine basis. Here again, once more. The star, this talent can only be achieved through routine. By doing something every day, you can reach your goals. But after receiving some news from this person, maybe he will tell you himself. I don't know who it is. Yes, some valuable person will appear here for you. Maybe he is already here, I don't know. There, you will see it like a light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, that's it. I see everything. Now I will fulfill my dream, but here your talent will come into play. Through some favorable information, it will be favorable for you and for this person. You will understand that you can achieve and fulfill your dream. Maybe something will even come from afar. Some information will arrive. According to the star, it may come from far away. The news is very good. Irida is very good. She soothes the soul. How will this change your life? The tree came up. And it's not the family tree, it's your tree that came up. Well, it could also refer to your family. But in the beginning, this is our energy. It will change 3 areas of life. The energy of life, rooting in some area, in the area of income, in the area of health, in the area coffer. These are the 3 areas of life it shows. Communication will change. It will become stronger with someone in a healthy way. Finances will be easier to earn. But I'll say right away, don't rush, quickly. A tree grows slowly, but that's exactly what gives health. How? What will this information bring you? Water, emotions, water. Pure water. Well, pure emotions, let's say. Water for the growth of this tree. Some kind of creative energy. It will ignite some creative talent. The cards nearly fell out, but didn't. Which dream will come true? A karmic coffin will be overturned. Something won't end. Something won't end. A karmic coffin. Hmm. You won't lose something. Something important. Well, because it will make you happy. Maybe someone. Well, let's put it this way. If it's about your health won't end. Some money won't run out. Some communication won't end. The kind that makes you happy, really happy. Look, okay? Because if it ended like that, well, then it would make you happy. Something would have ended, but it won't end like that. Something important, karmic, that you don't want to let go of. Health, communication with someone. Well, here it's probably more about relatives, about close people, or maybe something related to earnings. Something won't end. You won't lose your job. Some money will keep coming in. In general, something just won't end. So, what will be increasing here, growing in a healthy way? Oh, 2 cards came out. Hearth. Hearth, real estate will grow. Well, the coziness of the hearth. People who give you the warmth of their hearts at home. Maybe for someone, a family home will grow. For some of you girls, someone might be born. Maybe someone will be born in the family. Well, most often, of course, the hearth shows real estate, but even more so, some kind of coziness. Oh my, usually something grows, but also people will also, some will get angrier about it, some will feel more happiness from it, like between good and evil. But always, when we have more material things, more money, more health, more beauty, a bigger family, someone starts to covet what we have, to eye our possessions with ill intent, to think that we took something from someone, and that will also keep growing. But that's always the case. That's how it always happens on Earth. There are a lot of resources and finances on Earth. The things we want. Beautiful, interesting people, the things that constantly tempt us. And when we get what we really want, desire, a good job, a beautiful body, health, I don't know. Money, income. Well, yes, there are people who start to get angry, to feel offended. We suddenly have to share with someone, or others, who realize we won't share, want to take it away from us. In general, with good fortune, this kind of thing will also start to grow. Well, someone, yes, will want to manipulate you more. And so what? What should we do about that? Well, don't give in to passions. The passions have turned upside down. Let's put it this way. Don't let your passions run wild. Don't let your passions run wild. Don't get carried away. Gambling. Maybe it's even your passion. Oh, there's a lot of money, excitement appeared. I'll go and start playing with this life, right? Now I have it, now I can. Well, in general, to get into some kind of excitement. Maybe some kind of romantic excitement. Passion, yes. To play. What if, what if? In general, well, be careful with the decisions you make. Yes, because, and those who try to harm you, they will get what they deserve. Or if you yourself take reckless risks with your health, your finances, or your relationships, especially in unhealthy ways, you could also face karmic consequences. No one is punishing you. It's just the law of karma, the law of the universe. That's how it works. So your decisions have consequences, either positive or negative. What do you need to do here? Well, the tower. The tower. Here you need to form some new rules in your mind, because some kind of growth is about to begin here. The structure of finances, of material things, will change a bit. You just need to set new rules so you don't get carried away with excitement or negativity. Well, they say to reject him, or to reject people like that, or to reject illness, that is, unhealthy relationships, unhealthy spending of money, or something else. In general, you need to reject it. Otherwise, you might, yeah, well, you did it to yourself, you know? You made this mess for yourself. Yes, it's just like human law. Ignorance of the law does not exempt you from responsibility. So these laws, Chelyabinsk, oh my God, Russian, I've gone through them all. I wonder how I suddenly, for some reason, did that. Where did they come from? From the laws of the universe. So the wise men kept thinking nonstop, right? How is that possible? Those people who are always getting carried away by some kind of excitement, by some temptations, there have to be some laws for them. So, based on karmic laws, people try to make human laws. Well, the universe is like God, right? Karma works perfectly here. It always works. But human laws? Well, unfortunately, we are not gods. Yes, we are not perfect, but we try somehow, right? We try to create laws within the family, within the state, and even global laws. Yes, everyone does it differently. We do what we can and keep learning. What else can we do? God created everything for us, and all souls are here to gain experience. Today is so interesting. Well, in general, there's some person coming to you, someone very resourceful. Who this person is, they aren't showing yet. Who is this person? Some resourceful person. I don't know. Or maybe you'll have love with this person. A choice of the heart. Something your heart will offer. Some choice that's very important for your heart. Everyone evaluates it this way. I want this. The Lover's card can really mean love, but it can also mean your heart will offer you a choice. Do you want this or not? And here you always have to choose. You can't take both at once. You either go this way or that way. That's the story. I won't lay out this card, but here a real dream will come true. And Arita can do this too. And these are also heartfelt emotions. Here it shows emotions. For your emotions, there's a very valuable chance here, a valuable person. In any case, the sacred beetle appears. Yes, it also shows the value of a person. And the Ace of Coins also shows the value of this situation for you. Thank you. Yes, another person will also have an influence here. Thank you for being with me today. Like the video and comment. It's easy. I would be very, very happy to receive any feedback from you, whether it's likes, comments, or even sponsorship support for this channel. Donations for a cup of coffee. Well, in general, any activity from you, even just when you come in and watch my work. As an author, it's really nice for me, of course, to see your attention. Where there is attention, something always happens. Something materializes. Even scientists, yes, the law. Where there is attention, the energy changes, and the materialization of future events happens. So together here, we are materializing something very interesting. Thank you. Come by more often, stay longer, and see you next time.